Welcome to On the Mat with Lydia, that's me. And whatever has brought you to your yoga practice today, you are very welcome here. Today's practice is a nice short, quick and dirty Vinyasa Flow for when you don't have a lot of time, but you want to get on your mat and get moving. So in true Vinyasa style, we'll be linking breath with movement, finding that beautiful bond between breath and body. And as I mentioned, you're getting your body moving, finding that sense of presence and that connection with yourself. So when you're ready, let's get on the mat. Please begin in a comfortable seated position on your mat. Sitting up nice and tall, roll your shoulders back and down. Then place one hand over your belly, one hand over your heart, and allow your eyes to close or your gaze to soften. Beginning with 5 rounds of breath all together. Really tuning in with your body, with your being in this moment. Inhaling through your nose. Exhaling through your nose or mouth. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in, I am here. Breathing out, I am now. Breathing in. And breathing out. Final inhale here. Nice slow exhale. Relaxing your hands away from your torso. Begin to tuck your chin towards your chest and flutter your eyes open if you had them closed. Roll your right ear over towards your right shoulder, feeling a little stretch in the side of your neck. Then bring your chin back through center and move over to the other side, left ear to left shoulder. Keep this going side to side, making little rainbows with your head. No need to rush here. Take it nice and slow as you start to create a little more space around your neck and shoulders. The next time that your chin comes back through center, lift your head up to neutral. Gaze is straight forward. With your arms relaxed, start to make circles with your shoulders, moving your shoulders up to the ears, back and down. And take a few rounds here, maybe lifting the arms, maybe making some bigger circles here. You can make this as subtle or as dramatic as you would like. It really depends on what your body needs right now. And as you breathe here again, we're really waking up this whole upper part of the body, finding a little more space, a little more vitality here. Beautiful. Let's take one more roll of the shoulders here, up, back, and down. And begin to shake out your arms. Shaking out the hands, maybe flicking your fingers a couple of times. Really getting loose up here. Shake it out. Beautiful. When you're ready, place your palms to the mat in front of you. Rock forward onto hands and knees, transitioning into your tabletop position. As you move onto all fours, take a moment to really wiggle around, find yourself centered. Stacking shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, finding your nice long spine. Then lifting your belly button up to meet your spine, finding that really sweet core connection here. Let's inhale to find cow pose, rolling your shoulder blades together, arching your spine. Exhale for your cat, round your back, push the mat away with your hands. Inhale again for cow. Exhale for cat. Keep going at your pace, just taking a few more rounds on your own. Really finding this connection of breath with movement. Can you use your entire inhalation to move through that cow pose? Your entire exhalation to round back into your cat. And at the bottom of your next exhale, meet back in that nice long neutral spine, reaching from head to tail. Find that same core connection. Now as you inhale, send the right leg back behind you, toes just hovering over the mat. Turning all 5 toes down to square off your hips, square off your shoulders. Option to stay here or add your left arm, reaching out into your spinal balance. Please take an inhale here. Exhale, bend your knee and elbow, draw them together underneath you. Inhale, reaching out long. Exhale, bend your knee and elbow, curl it in. Last one, inhale, reach out. Exhale, curl it in. This time, inhaling to reach out and hold it here. Feel your muscles hugging in towards your bones, giving you so much strength and stability here. Stay for another breath in. As you breathe out, lower your left hand to the mat. Keep your right leg lifted. Push through your palms as you inhale, shift your weight forward. Exhale, bend your elbows back, find a little push-up. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, lower down, chest hovers over the mat. One more, inhale, press up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, press up, lower your right knee to meet your left. Big toes come together, sit back into your child's pose. Now it might feel really nice for the shoulders to bring your arms back behind you. Turn your palms face up to the sky. Backs of your hands can rest on the floor or on your low back. And take a few breaths here, in and out through your nose. Connecting with the sensations in your body and reconnecting with your breath. Now with your next natural inhale, slowly rise back up to all fours. Find that tabletop position. This time as you inhale, sending your left leg back behind you, toes hovering. Option to add on with that right arm. Find that sweet core connection, lift your belly button in and up. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, bend your knee, bend your elbow, draw together. Inhale, reach out long. Exhale, pull it in. One more, inhale, reach out. Exhale, curl in. This time, inhale to reach out and hold it here. Finding as much length as you can from fingers to toes, keeping the navel lifting in and up to support you. Breathe with it, you got this. Take another inhale here. As you exhale, lower your right hand, keep the left leg lifted. Bringing weight into your hands, inhale, shift forward. Exhale, bend your elbows straight back as you lower halfway. Inhale, push back up, little push-ups here. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, push up, just one more, you got it. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, push up. Left knee meets your right, big toes together. Sit your hips to your heels for child's pose. Option for that arm variation once again, bringing the arms back behind you, letting the shoulders relax. Take a few breaths here, breathing into your back body, using your breath as like a massage tool through the muscles of your back. Now with your next natural inhale, rising back up through all fours. Tuck your toes behind you, lift your hips up and back. Come into downward facing dog. Always the option for movement as you find your down dog, perhaps pedaling your heels or swaying the hips side to side. And I really encourage you for today to experiment with keeping your feet slightly wider than your hips, and keeping a small or big bend into your knees as well. Let's take another full round of breath to settle in here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, sweep your right leg back behind you, three-legged dog. Exhale, shift your weight forward, drawing knee to nose. Step your right foot in between your hands. Gently lower your back knee to the mat, setting up for low lunge. Climb your hands up to the top of your right thigh. As your right foot presses down, lift your heart up. You can use your hands to help you do so. Looking for some sensation in the front of that left hip, left thigh here. Now your hands can always stay on the thigh for a few more breaths if you'd like, or take an inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. As you exhale, bend your elbows wide, cactus your arms. With elbows wide, draw your shoulder blades together behind you. Lift your heart a little higher, create a little back bend. Still with that sweet core connection as your heart opens up. Take another inhale here. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, lifting back to a neutral spine. Keep your cactus arms. Exhale, twist your chest towards your right knee. Feel the same spreading of the collarbones, the same core connection, turning now to face that right knee. Now, option is stay up here nice and lifted in your twist, or palms together, tipping over, drop left elbow to right thigh. Roll your right shoulder back, open your chest towards your thumbs, pressing your arm into your leg back into your arm. Take a breath in here, and breath out. Wherever you are in your twist, option to tuck back toes, lift back knee, really powering up this pose. Staying for one more full round of breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale here. Think about lengthen your spine. As you exhale, unwind your twist. Fingertips frame your right foot. Now dropping your left heel down towards the mat, setting up for warrior one. Take your next inhale to rise all the way up. Take a moment to check in with your legs. Hips and shoulders are squared off in the same direction. Strong bend in your front knee, straight and strong through your back leg. Let's take another inhale here. As you exhale, bend your elbows, cactus your arms. Again, create your back bend, shoulder blades together as your heart moves forward and up. Maybe lifting the gaze if that feels comfortable for you. Now keeping your back bend, begin to hug your elbows in towards your sides. Feel that stretch for the chest. Option one, sweep your hands behind you and grab opposite elbows. Option two, hands behind, interlacing your fingers. No matter where you are, roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Take another inhale here. Exhale, hinge from your hips. Begin to fold forward. Either bringing your chest in line with your right thigh or dropping your right shoulder to the inside edge of your knee, coming into humble warrior. Let your head hang here so you're not holding on to any tension in the neck or shoulders. Feel that all the strength of this pose is coming from your legs. Feet pushing into the floor, hips hugging into center. And then your upper body is free to fold here, almost like a waterfall over rocks. Really finding that kind of sense of gentleness and flow in the upper body. Let's stay for another inhale here. As you exhale, lightly release your fingertips towards the floor. Shifting weight completely into your right foot. Take an inhale, lift your left leg. As you exhale, recommit to your forward fold. Head drops as the left leg lifts. Now, rather than working towards height with that back leg, instead we're going to work towards control. So just like we did in our tabletop position, turning your hips down to face the floor, squeezing into your left glute to lift the leg. If you start to feel this arching in your back or this kind of strain for the lower spine, then lower the left leg. It's no big deal. Just a few more breaths here to feel this stretch happening in the back of your right leg as you lift the left. And with your next inhale, start to bend into that right knee. As you exhale, lightly land your left toes all the way at the back of your mat. You're in a lunge. Now, planting your palms, take an inhale, send your right leg back to hover next to your left, 3-point plank. As you exhale, chaturanga or skip it, and we'll meet in downward facing dog, moving through your vinyasa. Beautifully done. As you meet back in down dog, take a big breath in. Big breath out. Right onto that other side. Inhale, sweep your left leg back. Exhale, draw knee to nose as you plant your left foot in between your hands. Back knee gently lowers to the mat, setting up for low lunge. Walk your hands up to the top of your left thigh. Left foot anchors down into the mat as your chest lifts up a little prouder. Feeling again this sensation in the front line of that back leg and still this lifting of the spine. Now you can always keep your hands on your thigh or inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, cactus your arms, bend your elbows wide. Inhale, draw your shoulder blades together behind you, begin to lift your chest. Exhale, lift your chin, hug your navel in, find your back bend. Lower body stays the same, really strong through the legs. Upper body getting big and expansive. Keeping your cactus arms, take an inhale to upright your spine. Exhale, gentle twist towards your left knee. Option to stay lifted or palms together, tip on over, right elbow to left thigh. Roll your left shoulder back, open your chest. Again, legs stay strong, upper body is doing its thing. Now, no matter where you are, keep that core connection. Keep lifting your belly button up towards your spine. Almost like your belly button is trying to run away from your left thigh. Now, last part of the twist, if you want it, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, powering up that right leg. We'll stay for another full round of breath. Inhale. And exhale. Now last inhale here. As you exhale, slowly unwind your twist, fingertips to the mat. Draw that back heel down to the floor, setting up for warrior one. Use your inhale to rise all the way up. Pushing down through the outer edge of your back foot and turning on that right thigh. So you're feeling all this support coming from the lower body. Let's take another inhale to reach taller through the top of your head. Exhale, bend your elbows, cactus your arms. Find your little back bend. Spreading across the collarbones, feel that stretch across the chest. So on your back, it might feel like your shoulder blades are pinching together. Then keeping your back bend, hug your elbows in towards your sides. Option one, hands come behind you to grab opposite elbows. Option two, interlacing your fingers. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Maybe lift your heart a little higher. Take another inhale here. As you exhale, hinge from your hips. Begin to fold forward into humble warrior. And your chest can land at the level of your thigh, or perhaps you come all the way down with your left shoulder to the inside edge of your left knee. Now it's going to be really tempting to push that left hip way off to the side. See if you can keep your left hip drawing in and back. So we're staying on this center line of the mat. And wherever you are, breathing into your body. Let's take another inhale here. As you exhale, gently release fingertips to the mat, framing that left foot. Now inhale, weight shifts into your left foot. As you exhale, lift your right leg, folding forward into standing splits. Hugging that outer left hip in once again so your hips can stay square. Using the strength of your right leg to lift a little higher. All the while, your upper body is in a forward fold, letting the head drop down, letting the hips stay lifted. Beautiful job, everyone. Keep breathing here. Find your balance, find your center. With your next inhale, let the left knee bend. Exhale, reach the right toes back, lightly land them down. You're in your lunge. Plant your palms, get strong through your core. Inhale, send your left leg back to hover next to your right. Exhale, move through your vinyasa or skip it. We'll meet back in downward dog. As you come back into downward facing dog, take 3 rounds of breath here. In through your nose, out through your nose or mouth. That was 1. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 2. Inhale for 3. And exhale for 3. Lightly land your knees onto the mat. Spread your knees out nice and wide. Bring your big toes together to touch. Send your hips back towards your heels. Melt into a child's pose. This time, keeping your arms outstretched. Walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. Dropping your head down, feeling a little side stretch through your left side waist. Breathe deeply here into your rib cage, into your lower back, all this space around your spine. And with your next inhale, begin to walk your hands back through center. As you exhale, move your hands over to the left edge of your mat. Relaxing back down, finding that stretch in your right side waist. Coming back to that natural rhythm of your breath. Nice and easy in and out through your nose. Take another inhale to walk your hands back through center. As you exhale, rest down into your child's pose for 1 more full round of breath. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly make your way up to a seated position on your mat. Allow your eyes to close or soften your gaze once more. And take a few final moments here to really congratulate yourself for making your way to your mat today. Allowing yourself to integrate all that you've done during your practice. And finding this sweet sense of gratitude for yourself, for your yoga. And feel all this power that you've cultivated within you to take with you throughout the rest of your day. I thank you so much for meeting me on the mat. The light in me recognizes and honors the light in you. Namaste.